average cart size, maybe, it's always more profitable, almost always more profitable to sell, higher cart values, meaning that people, instead of ordering just one product from you, they order, five, and it costs $50 or $75. The best kind of range that I've found is between $50 and $100 of a cart value. And when I say cart value, I mean, maybe they have six different, cat bracelets and four necklaces in their cart, so it's 10 different products and it costs them $99, then that would be a cart value of $99. So the first one that we are going to talk about is free shipping for all products. And so this one is quite easy. What we're going to do here is we are going to go to add shipping zone. And so we're going to call this Big Four free for all products. Free shipping. And the Big Four, again, is the USA, Canada, Australia, and the UK. So, and then we're going to go to add countries. That's what we're going to do is we can just search them here. It's easier. We're going to do USA, UK, add. And then we're going to add Canada. And finally, we are going to add Australia. So once we add all of these, then basically what we're going to do here is we are going to add a price-based rate. And this basically means that the shipping cost is determined by the price, the price-based rates, and by rates you can think shipping rates. So we're going to add a rate here, and we are going to put free shipping. So it prompts you to put standard shipping here, but this actually shows to your customer, and this is a big buzzword that people look for because people have become very accustomed to prime shipping, and since you only pay it once a year, you don't really think about it as having a cost, you think about it as free, and so people love, and your conversions will be converted, will be pushed higher by free shipping than almost anything else you can possibly do in your store from a marketing perspective, from any type of perspective. So free shipping is incredibly important. So all we have to do here is we just go to free shipping rate. It's literally that easy. So we just go to done. And so that is our first one. So that is how you set up your free shipping, and this would be free shipping for all of your products. Again, this can be a huge increase in conversion. So we're going to click save here, and this will pop us back to shipping. So the next one that we're going to talk about is free product plus shipping. So we're going to come back into settings and go to shipping. And we are going to create a new shipping zone. And so, like I said, I'm going to show all three options, but you don't want to have all three of these shipping zones. You don't want to follow these, don't follow along exactly. Decide which one you want, whether it's option 1, whether it's option 2, or whether it's option 3, and then just only create those shipping zones specifically for the option you choose. I'm going to show all three right now just so you can see them all set up, but again, don't choose all three options, just only choose one for now. And then once you get a little bit more advanced, and once maybe you want to test a different option in a different store, or things are starting to really progress, then come into the student private group on Facebook, and you can tag me and we can create a video teaching you guys exactly how to set up multiple of the three options, because it is possible. It's just a little bit complicated. And again, I mean, this course is going to be constantly evolving. Whenever new and cool stuff comes out, I'm going to add it to the course. And so, just because I'm not showing how to do all three right now, I promise I will if you guys want to later on, once you're a little bit more advanced and once you feel comfortable to add multiple different shipping zones. So that was number 1. We're going to do number 2, but we're not going to combine them. I'm just going to do it just literally to show you guys. And so we are going to actually I'm gonna edit the one I already did just so I don't have to keep adding the Big Four countries. But you just literally would say Big Four, and then you'd call it free plus shipping instead of this, and you'd add the same countries. This is the only thing that would be different. So I'm just gonna erase this, and I'm going to add weight-based rates. So for free plus shipping, the best way to do it is through weight-based rates, which means basically if a product weighs between 1 pound and 2 pounds, charge this much for shipping. That's all weight-based rates means. And so we use just a little hack to set up free plus shipping in the easiest possible way. So the best way to do this, we'll call this free plus shipping, excuse me. And the minimum order weight is 1, and the maximum order weight is 1. So the order weight doesn't actually matter. It's literally kind of like a personal tag for yourself to remember. So what I mean by that is, you know, so let's say that somebody orders one cat necklace. It doesn't actually weigh 1 pound. We're just going to say it weighs 1 pound, and when we create it under products, we're going to add its product weight as 1 pound. And then since we added its weight in the products section, and here, let me just show this really quick. So this is the product section. So when we add a product, I just want to be as clear as possible, guys. So we'd set this up, we'd write our description, we'd write our title, we'd add our images from AliExpress, and then right here, we'd see, so what we would do is for shipping, this product requires shipping, yes, we would set it to 1 pound. So now that when we set this as 1 pound, we would set the price as 0, the compare it price as $99.95, right? So somebody's like, wow, it used to cost $99.95, but now it's 0, and all I have to do is pay for shipping, right? And so since we set this weight to 1 pound, this algorithm right here would come in and it would say, oh, okay, well, this is 1 pound to 1 pound, and it's free plus shipping. And so it would say, okay, so if that product was 1 pound, then the rate we want to charge for shipping is $9.95. And this means that they would see the cost as 0, and then when they actually went to the checkout cart, then they would have to pay $9.95 for shipping. So we'd collect $9.95 from them, we'd pay $2 for the product, we'd pay $1 to e-packet ship it, and then we collect the difference between $9.95 and $3, right? And so I hope that makes sense. I tried to explain it as best I can. And so if, let's say that instead of buying one cat necklace, they wanted 2. Right, so we have to add another one here, and so we'd say the minimum order weight is 2 pounds, the maximum order weight is 2 pounds. We'd call this free plus shipping, and instead of $9.95 here, we might put $17.95. And so I know this isn't this isn't $9.95 times 2. I realize that, but you do want to incentivize people to order more products from you by giving them small discounts. It's the same as if you went to a department store or something like that. The more you order, the more price discount you get. It's the same thing as economy of scale. So we'd save this one as well. And again, we would just keep going down the line. We do 3 pounds to 3 pounds, and we do $26.95. We do 4 pounds to 4 pounds. We do $34.95 or whatever you want to do, right? The point of the story, guys, is give them a slight discount. Maybe it's $1, maybe it's $2, and then what you want to do after you kind of set up 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound to 3 pound, 4 pound to 4 pound, 5 pound to 5 pound, is you want to kind of make like an all-inclusive rate. Because what you don't want to have happen, and this is a very small chance, but let's say that after you set up 10 of these, so 10 is kind of the maximum that we could do. So we would save that one, and then what we would do is we would do 11 pounds as the minimum order weight, and then we'd do like $9.99. So if they try to order like $9,999 from you, then we're going to charge them some egregious amount for shipping. So this kind of prevents people from ordering like a ton from you and you getting in trouble by discounting so low, by going so high on the minimum order weight, that nobody's going to actually be able to order a bunch and screw up things, because you don't want to order you don't want somebody to be able to order 1,000 and then cancel the order, and then it screws up your merchant account and AliExpress. Maybe they already shipped it and you mess up relationships with your supplier and things like that. And so the way that I try to prevent that is I'll set up just one kind of catch-all that accounts for all other scenarios in free plus shipping, and make the shipping amount for it. If they try to buy more than 10, they have to pay $100,000 for it. And so most people are probably not going to pay $100,000 for 11 cat necklaces. And so I usually make like 1 through 10 or whatever I think is reasonable that somebody actually might like purchase from a quantity perspective. I don't think it's reasonable that somebody would purchase more than 10 cat necklaces from me. So this is the catch-all. We would do this 1 through 1, 2 through 2, 3 through 3, 4 through 4. I didn't want to just sit here and bore you guys by setting up all of it, but I hope that you understand kind of exactly how the free plus shipping model works. All we have to do is make this range here match the product weight. And the reason that we do 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound is because when we set up our free plus shipping product, so this would be like cat necklace, and we obviously we do a better job for the title and description, images and stuff like that. But we set the price as 0. This is key for free plus shipping. and then all we would do is say that it weighs 1 pound. So if they order 1, it's 1 pound, and they get charged $9.95. If they order 2, then it says, okay, the weight is 1 pound per unit, so 1 pound times 2 quantity is 2 pounds. So instead of charging them $9.95, they charge them $17.95. So I hope that makes sense, guys. It took me a long time to figure this out, and I'm trying to explain it in the best possible way in as many ways as I can. So that, I promise you, that is the best description you could possibly get for that. I've looked everywhere for a better one, and this is as simple as you can possibly make it. So let's jump in to option 3. So if we're going to do option 3, I'm just going to discard these changes just so I can show option 3 as well. So we made this shipping zone with the 4 countries. And so we're going to erase the free shipping. But again, we would just, if we weren't doing it this way, we would just come in here and we'd go to shipping zone, add shipping zone. Since I already added the 4 countries, I'm not going to do it again just because there's no reason to. And so once you add these 4 countries, this will be blank. And we're now going to do a price-based rate. So if we want people to only have free shipping, if they spend $50 or more on our websites, then what we would do here is free shipping, on $50 or more. Then it's super simple. All you have to do here is put the minimum order price at $50, no maximum order price, right? And the shipping rate, if they have a minimum order price of $50, the shipping rate would be 0. And so those are the 3 best options for shipping, guys. We talked about how to have free shipping for all of your products, at which point you are just yourself paying the shipping costs out of your profits, but it will increase your conversions, right? You have to calculate for yourself whether or not it increases your conversions enough, which we will talk about in the final module on how to scale. So that's free shipping for everything. If you want free product, meaning the product itself costs 0 and they only pay shipping, when realistically they're actually paying for the product, but it's kind of like makes it seem like that. So if you want to do free product plus shipping, we talked about exactly how to set that up with 1 pound minimum weight, 1 pound maximum at $9.95, 2 pound to $17.95, right? You could do 3 pound to 3 pound. Shipping costs would be, you could set it at $24.95. It depends on your profit margin, but you can do the math. It's very easy math, and you do it up to like 10 or however many you think is realistic for them to actually purchase, and then you set a catch-all scenario just to prevent them from ordering 1,000 from you and screwing things up. Which is again very unlikely that anyone would ever do that, but we want to prepare for everything, and that's why we do it. So, and then the last option would be free shipping for orders over X dollars. So if you want everyone to have free shipping as long as they order $50 worth of your product or $100 worth of your product, all you have to do is set a price-based shipping rate, have the minimum order quantity, the minimum order amount be 50 or higher, or if you wanted it to be 100 or 75, you'd do that obviously, and then you just charge $0 for shipping. And in that case, right, if they ordered less than $50, which is a good point, then we would have to actually make some price-based rates for that as well. So it's funny, I'm actually catching mistakes for myself, even from my notes, which is good. I want to make sure that I cover everything for you guys and don't miss a single thing, which is good because I caught something. So let's say that if they order $49 worth of stuff from our store, what we want to do is if they order $0 to $20, we're going to charge them $4.95 for shipping. And this is going to disincentivize them to order anything less than $50 worth of stuff. I've personally have ordered things off e-commerce websites, and I've added stuff that I didn't necessarily want or want as much to get to that $50 mark just so I got free shipping. And so charging $4.95 for a smaller order, $0 to $20, is really going to convince them to order more from you. It really works, guys. So from $0 to $20 worth of stuff they're ordering from us, we're going to charge $4.95. From $20.01 to $49.99, we're going to charge $8.95. And so this kind of catches everything from 0 to up to $49.95, up to $50, and above is free. And so that is option 3, guys. I know that kind of took a while, but I wanted to explain it better than anyone else anywhere, and I really hope that you guys did understand it. It is the most complicated portion for most people. So I hope you enjoyed that, and let's move on to the next setting. All right, guys, so we are going to very briefly touch on these next ones, but they're not particularly important for us right now. Taxes, obviously, if you want to include taxes or set any specific country rates, feel free. Obviously, e-commerce taxes are a little bit complicated, and you probably should consult with your CPA if you want to make sure that you're doing all of that right. For now, we're just going to leave it unchecked and not worry about it until we're actually making enough money for it to matter. Because I think that it's very important as an entrepreneur and in e-commerce or whatever you do, really to keep the resistance as low as possible and then kind of figure things out as you go. Because if you get stumped up and try to make everything perfect from the very beginning, you might never start. And so, yes, taxes are important, but for right now, until you're making some money, we're going to focus on making money first. Notifications, we are going to leave everything just by default. Shopify has a lot of settings that are native to the actual Shopify app itself, but when we actually integrate specific apps like Abandonment Cart Protector and Privy and things like that, which we will talk about very shortly, these are types of apps that are really going to increase our conversions, right? Get people into our ecosystem, into our email marketing, email them if they were browsing a cart and then left. A lot of the things that really differentiate the Shopify pros from the Shopify people who try and then give up are how to use these apps correctly, which we're going to go into super detail soon. But the point of that story was to leave notifications just as it is because the apps will basically alter your default notifications based on permissions and things like that. So we're going to leave this alone. Files, again, this is nothing we're going to deal with. Sales channels. If you want to sell to your customers online or mobile apps through social networks and in person, you can add sales channels here. This is basically like, if you want to do MCF, have Amazon fulfill, or if you want to sell on Facebook store or Messenger or Pinterest or things like that, you can come in and set these up. We're not going to focus on that right now because most of my e-commerce sales are through Shopify, obviously Amazon aside. And then, account permissions, if you want to actually add anyone to your account to be like a manager, you can view your billing information, your account information, and things like that. And so that is pretty much it for settings, guys. I know most of this time was spent in shipping, but now you understand it, hopefully. And so we are going to jump into actually how to create some menus and actually really start to get into the theme itself, our Brooklyn theme. And we're going to learn exactly how to set up, our main menu, our footer, to add our social, to add any images or create slideshows and all of that fun stuff. So we'll see you on the next one.